Hello and welcome to another Patty Stamps video tutorial. This is Patty Bennett. I blog at pattystamps.com and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Today we're going to chat about this amazing Irresistibly Floral paper in the Stampin' Up! Catalog. This is the 2016-2017 annual catalog, page 172. And it's very difficult to see what this beautiful paper is really like in the catalog because it pretty much looks like you're buying a pack of white paper. So I thought you would love to see some of this up close. This paper has white embossed designs on white paper. So you can see as I'm tilting it here, you can see how those designs are shiny. So it's like as if you had used your Versamark pad, a stamp, and clear embossing powder and done it white on white. So there are 3 different floral patterns, which, hello, they're my favorites. There's also these diamonds and polka dots and stripes. Now, as I will show you here in a minute with color on them, you can see the pattern a lot better, but I wanted to show you what it will look like when you get it right out of the package. You'll get 12 by 12 sheets in the package for $13. Here is a variety of cards that I made using this paper, and you can see there's a whole range here from putting just basically one whole coat of color, this is rich raspberry, onto the paper. Isn't that pretty when it shimmers? This one my friend Cindy made, and she put black ink on the striped paper. Oh my goodness, gorgeous, right? Very beautiful. And then, okay, so here's one just no color. There's just the white, and it's beautiful just left white as well. Now we get into some of the ones where I have done sort of a gradient or more than one color. So on this one, you can see that I've got more color on the left and I faded it out to the right. And the way I like to do that is to add the ink with my sponge brayer. It allows me to put a heavier coat here, and then as I travel over here, the ink is kind of wearing out, for lack of a better word, and it makes it lighter. So that is how I did this one and this one. You can see that they have a little more color on the left and not so much on the right. Now this one I did at a diagonal, so I put more color here and then let it fade up there. These 3 were all done with multiple colors on one sheet, and that's what I want to show you how to do. So before we do that, let me just show you a couple of other samples. This one is the Wisteria Wonder ink, and I used one of my sponge brayers, heavier in the corner, and faded it out to the center. So then I came here and faded it out to the center so that you have kind of a lighter path right in the middle. This one is Cucumber Crush, just full on, and I let it fade a little bit towards the top. And then this one I did stripes by just brayering the color up here in Island Indigo and down here in Real Red and left the center in white. So I'm just total amazing range of ideas and patterns that you can achieve with this. So let me grab a piece of the 12 by 12 and show you what I did to create the cards that look like this. Now, no matter whether you are just going to add color to a smaller piece or to a larger piece, you want to protect your work surface with some grid paper or scratch paper. I love the Paper Pumpkin grid sheets or just the regular grid sheets from Stampin' Up. As I mentioned, you can add color with the sponge brayer. You can add it with the regular sponges, the large ones. You can cut your sponge and add it with a smaller piece. You can also put color on with the spritzer that has some rubbing alcohol and ink refill in there. So different variety of ways that you might want to try. I've actually also tried watercoloring on this, but this is not watercolor paper by any means, and it didn't turn out as well. So I'll just give you that heads up. But for the large piece, and you can see it on my blog post. I'm going to link to that post right up here in case you're on YouTube. The way that I did these beautiful combinations of colors is I colored the whole 12 by 12 sheet, and then I cut it up into pieces, and I made several card fronts from the one piece. I am going to use my Daffodil Delight and Watermelon Wonder ink pads on this particular one. I think I used Calypso Coral and Daffodil Delight, so it's going to be a little more subtle on this one, but I thought let's see if it's a little bit brighter, and let's just see what kind of a color combo we get. So I'm just dabbing. I know it's a little bit off camera up there because this is a big 12 by 12 sheet, but I'm just getting some color on my whole sponge. I'm going to hold down my paper so it doesn't move and just rub the color up here at a diagonal in the corner. Then I'm going to switch to, let me make sure I've got the right color. Yeah, Watermelon Wonder. And I'm going to slightly overlap, but give it another area here. So where they're overlapping, you're going sort of from the pinkish hue of the Watermelon Wonder to orange and then to yellow. I hope that's coming across on the camera because it is so pretty in person. So then I just do another swath of the Daffodil Delight. Give a little more here. And again, go back to the Watermelon Wonder and overlap slightly so that you get that peachy color in the middle. Okay, how totally gorgeous is this? I sure hope this looks pretty on the camera because it is stunning in person. So then you're going to grab a Kleenex or a paper towel to rub the excess ink off of here. And the reason that you're doing that is because there is ink that is just sitting right on top of that embossed area. Let me show you. See all that extra ink? So you want to make sure that you're getting that off, because if you were to pick up this piece and touch that ink, it would get all over you and then it would transfer to the next thing that you touch, and you certainly don't want to ruin one of your projects by doing that. So pretty, 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 pretty. I am just loving this piece. This is a slightly different pattern. You can see that this one has smaller flowers and this one is the larger ones. But that's how you get these beautiful stripes. And you can use any color combination and, you know, just experiment with colors. Again, this was the Daffodil Delight and the Watermelon Wonder. And it's a quick way to get color on your paper when you use those whole sponges. So go ahead and grab this wonderful Irresistibly Floral Paper and experiment and have fun making cards and crafting projects. Until next time, talk to you later. Bye.